Have you ever been in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nothing but trees, mountains, or ocean, and then suddenly your phone starts ringing? And you think to yourself, how the hell is this thing getting signal out here? Even if you live in the countryside with little to no cell towers nearby, your iPhone or Android magically gets a signal when you need it most. The same goes for GPS. How does your device know exactly where you are down to the very degree? The answer to both of these questions is surprisingly the same. It's a vast network of computers that surrounds our world, connecting us in every way imaginable. This digital hive mind extends beyond our streets, cities, and countries and encompasses almost every piece of technology we've built on this planet. It knows everything about us, every move we make, every purchase we buy, and every place we go. It sees all, it knows all, and some would argue it's slowly starting to take over. So let's explore the global brain and how AI is quietly connecting every device on Earth. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button for more great videos. The global brain, also known as the hive mind, is a hypothetical construct of a collective intelligence that links every human and machine on Earth together. It's a concept that seems far-fetched and maybe even crazy, but there are some scary facts that suggest we're closer to achieving this than you might think. One example is that the majority of people on Earth now have access to the internet and social media. We can communicate with each other instantly no matter where we are in the world. But what happens when someone sends a message or posts something on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram? That data has to go somewhere. It's stored on servers in massive data centers controlled by companies like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. These servers store all of our data and allow us to access it at any time. They're essentially the memory of the hive mind. Another aspect of the global brain is the Internet of Things, or IoT, which connects everyday objects to the internet. As you know, there are billions of IoT devices out there now, from smart home appliances to self-driving cars. All of these devices collect data and send it back to servers where it's stored and analyzed. All of this data is then used to improve products, personalize experiences, and make better decisions. But it doesn't stop there. The global brain also includes satellites that orbit the Earth. These satellites collect data about our planet, including things like weather patterns and GPS signals. All of this data is sent back to Earth and used to improve navigation, weather forecasting, and other important functions. So now you might be thinking, okay, so what's the problem? What's wrong with all of this? Well, as you know, data is power. When you have access to vast amounts of data about people, you can do all kinds of things with it, some good and some bad. For example, companies like Google and Facebook use data to show you relevant ads based on your interests. But that means they know a lot about what you like, what you're interested in, and what you buy. Some people are okay with that, but others worry that companies are taking things too far and invading their privacy. But that's just one concern. There are others who believe that the global brain could be used for more nefarious purposes, like controlling people or even taking over the world. It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's not as far-fetched as you might think. Some experts believe that the global brain could be used to manipulate people on a massive scale. For example, imagine if someone could control all of the devices in your smart home, from your thermostat to your security cameras. Imagine if they could turn up the heat to unbearable levels or watch everything you do without you knowing it. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. It's actually happened to real people. In 2016, a man in California was arrested after hacking into his neighbor's Wi-Fi network and spying on her through her smart home devices. He was able to access her cameras and microphones and even control her thermostat. And that's just one example. There are all kinds of stories about people being spied on through their smart home devices. Just last year, a woman in Ohio was shocked when she heard a voice coming from her Amazon Echo smart speaker. She had never activated the device, and there was no one else in the room. It turned out that her device had been hacked, and someone had gained access to its microphone. Now imagine if this happened to everyone on a massive scale. If someone could hack into the global brain and control all of our devices, they would have ultimate power over us. They could spy on us, manipulate us, and even harm us. It sounds like something straight out of a dystopian novel, but it's not as far-fetched as you might think. In fact, some experts believe that this is already happening. One example is the recent cyber attack on the city of Atlanta. Hackers gained access to the city's computer systems and stole 43 terabytes of data. They also shut down several city services, including the city's website and its ability to process payments. But that's just one example. There are all kinds of cyber attacks happening every day. In fact, there are so many that it's impossible for law enforcement agencies to keep up. Most attacks go unknown and unpunished, which means that hackers are free to do whatever they want. And as the global brain becomes more and more interconnected, it will become easier and easier for them to launch large-scale attacks. As more devices get connected to the internet, the global brain will become more powerful. But that also means it will be more vulnerable to attack. If hackers could gain access to the global brain, they would have ultimate power over us. They could control our devices, steal our data, and even cause physical harm to us. As you can see, the global brain is a powerful concept that has the potential to change the world as we know it. It can connect people like never before, but it also comes with some serious risks. The decision of whether or not to connect to the global brain is a difficult one. On one hand, it could lead to amazing things, but on the other hand, it could spell disaster for humanity. Only time will tell which path we'll take. There's no doubt that the global brain is a powerful concept that has the potential to change the world as we know it. It can connect people like never before, but it also comes with some serious risks. The decision of whether or not to connect to the global brain is a difficult one. On one hand, it could lead to amazing things, but on the other hand, it could spell disaster for humanity. Only time will tell which path we'll take. One thing is for sure, though, as technology continues to evolve, the global brain will become more and more of a reality. It's up to us to decide whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. What do you think? Are you excited about the potential of the global brain, or are you scared of what it might bring? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button for more great videos. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. And remember, AI is not our enemy. We can use it to make the world a better place. We just have to be careful. If we don't, it could spell disaster for humanity.